Hello everybody, it's Jackie here from St Leonard's Reiki, and I am talking to you today about Distant Reiki. I've been doing a lot of Distant Reiki, and for me, I love working with this Reiki box of mine. I share this idea with all my students, and I encourage you all to use a Reiki box. But it wasn't until one of you told me this week or last week how much you're enjoying working with a Reiki box. So I just wanted to make sure that other people were aware of this, because she was saying how powerful and useful a technique she found it, not just for sending distant Reiki to other people, but for herself. And I thought that was really interesting because, yeah, it's often I just think of this box as a distant Reiki box to help me with my clients, to help my loved ones, but it's for us, isn't it? It's for us. We need to be doing this Reiki for us. We always need to be doing self Reiki, and we can use a box like this for manifesting. And manifesting is what we're all interested and excited about at the moment, and it goes so well with Reiki. And also, if you're not very good at using your mind, at visualizing, and that's quite important with manifestation, this is a fantastic tool. So please stay tuned and watch this, whether you're interested in Reiki or not, because this is a powerful tool for manifestation. Okay, so how do we do it? What do we do? Well, you just literally take a box. This was given to me as a Christmas present. It was one of those like the Russian dolls where you have a box and then you get another box and another box. And I thought this little one was really cute. And I literally just used it as a storage box for my crystals. And I've got all my crystals laid out here. You know, it's fantastic for putting anything in, but also for anything special. So I can't even remember what this is called. It's to help. I was given it on holiday. It's a bead, actually, with manifesting more abundance, money, financial worth. I've got my little Buddha. I picked him up. Isn't he gorgeous? In like a secondhand charity shop, and he's with me always. I love the gold and I love rubbing his tummy. I have my angel. And this was given to me as a gift. It's a beautiful quartz angel. But for me, whenever I use this, I am calling upon all my angels. So these are very significant pieces for me personally. I always have quite a few of these little points, these quartz points. I find them very useful. And then I have my wands, various wands. She says only being able to find one, but yes, I usually do have wands so that I can be more purposeful about drawing symbols, and bringing Reiki in and pointing the energy towards perhaps a crystal, or to a symbol that you've written down, and asking for the Reiki to leave out of the point. So usually a wand has a round point on one end and it has a pointed point on the other. And so that's really important if you want to start working with crystals, long crystals, otherwise known as wands. That's the point of them. They help you direct the flow in and flow out. I find that really useful with Distant Reiki. I also work with pendulums. Yeah, they're fantastic. I can't speak highly enough about pendulums. For whatever it is you want to work with them for, whether you've lost something, you can walk around and find it with your pendulum. You can ask it questions. You find your yes, you find your no, you find your maybe, and they're really useful. You can choose your crystal and you can make it yourself. I made this one. I used to do workshops making them. So easy, just beads of your choice, chains, and you just need some specialist tools. to help me put that together. I've got another one here I really like. These little charms that you can put on, and I've got a little ball at the end there. But anyway, I want to talk to you more about this box, really. The box is what is important to me. So I'm going to just take those bits and pieces out again so that you can see I've literally randomly drawn symbols, lots and lots of symbols, done that over the years just to help me. And I've always used a block or a pad, you know, of just these, you could get post-it notes, or you could get bits of paper and chop them up. But I love these because you could just grab one whenever you think of anyone, or whenever you think of anything that you want to work with. And you could scribble it down. So let's get a pen. Think of something I want to do. I can scribble down something that I want to draw near to me. So I would like more wealth, more health, more abundance in all of those things. I would like to extend that to my family. It might be wishes for a particular ailment to heal. Whatever it is you want, you write it down on your bit of paper. And you need to be really precise, okay? So it's a little bit like journaling. It's sort of really feeling. You know, we've been talking about words and thoughts and the power of all of this. So you're coming to almost like a special place. I've got everything around me that is very special to me. You know, I've introduced to you. You could use some oracle cards or some tarot cards. You could sit there and you could have a moment and you could conjure up. You could start using these symbols. If you're not sure about the Reiki symbols, you know, do just scribble them down on little random bits of paper. That's what I do, so that I can just look at them and I can ask for them, and I can draw them and I can glance at them and know where I am, so that, you know, you don't have to worry too much about getting them wrong, or they're just there as a guide. I do think people get really, really worried about the symbols, and I always say, don't worry about them. They're just tools. Use them as a guide. You don't even have to use them if you're attuned, obviously, to Reiki. You're attuned to the symbols anyway. So be relaxed about the symbols and just have them. You know, you can have them open from your manual, from your teaching. So really just have anything that you love to hand and just be thinking about, what is it you want to attract? Is it that you're wanting to send healing to a loved one or an animal? Or is it that you're wanting healing for yourself? Is it that you're wanting to manifest something for yourself? Is it that you're wanting to manifest something for somebody else? Whatever it is, you start by calling upon the feeling. Okay, so whether that's you're just practicing your Reiki self-treatment as normal, coming to the breath, coming to the quiet, bringing in the symbols, calling upon your angels, your guides, your spirit helpers, the universal life force energy, Buddha, God, Jesus, Mother Mary, Saint Germain, whatever it is you believe in, call upon them. They're there to help you. They only come if you ask. We need all the help we can get. I work with certain guides at certain times. Some of them I feel closer to, at other times some of them I feel I want to work with, dependent upon what I'm working with. So I will bring in those guides and I will sit with my energy and I will tune in. Always ground yourself. So, you know, when you begin any work, just close your eyes, come to the breath. You know what grounding is. It's so easy. It's just coming to the breath and it's just taking control of the breath for a moment rather than it being natural. So you're just controlling the breath for a moment and taking a few easy breaths in. And as you do that, you imagine that this area above you is opening like a flower. Yeah, and you can see that with your mind, or you could just ask for it to open. You could see a light going on. Some people imagine a lighthouse light shining. Some people imagine curtains opening in a window. Um, all sorts of things, anything to help you. Um, for me, I like movement, so I like to see that area opening, and I like to see, I feel almost a swirling and a feeling that I'm pulling the light in. And for me, it's always golden. So I feel as though a light above me is pouring in the channels above me, because I think there's many channels above us. We talk about the chakras of the body. There are so many chakras, and we only really work with the 7 main ones, but we have many, many chakras all over our body. We have chakras above our head, we have chakras below us. So we're really just asking for us to open up here, and we're just asking for this tube, this midpoint, this hara line, it's got so many names. Let's just ask for that to open up. And we're almost like seeing our spine opening up. And as we do so, it makes you sit straighter, it makes your shoulders go back, it makes your head go up, and you feel more powerful instantly. And you feel as though you're growing and you're getting bigger and you're radiating. And as you feel yourself fill up with Reiki, and it fills your body up. And then you feel as though that the light is extending beneath you. So for me, it would be underneath me, below this seat where I'm sitting. And I feel as though I'm being pinned to the floor. And I've heard it, people say it's like a lightning bolt is shooting down and through you. So that's what we mean by grounding. So it's really good to always ground yourself when you're doing any work like this. Because we are here now in the body. We must always have our feet on the ground. And really, that's really important, because whenever we're asking if we are manifesting, we need to give back. And I think that's huge. It's okay to ask. Absolutely. We have to ask, otherwise we don't get. We are like an algorithm. We have to put out what it is we want to attract. But in that same space, we are giving back and we are giving thanks. So that's why gratitude is so important. Always be expressing gratitude the whole time. Let it be a natural ebb and flow to your work, to your distant Reiki, to your manifestation procedure. And so you've got yourself ready, you've grounded yourself, you've got all your lovely bits and pieces out that you love. Is there anything I've missed that I would grab? I don't think so. Scribbled down what it is that's really important to you, what you're manifesting, but at the same time as scribbling that down, you're feeling it. You're feeling it with your emotions. So once it's scribbled down, fold the piece of paper up. Don't know what's on the back there. Fold it up tight. Now, how it's done, and it is so, it's done. And you could take your wand and you could draw your symbols now over it. You could use a pen, you could use your finger, but for me, I like to use my wand, and I'm not worried about the symbols because they're all around me. So I could start with a chokure, because that's a really good connection symbol. And then I could bring in the Honshazi Shonen. It's a long one. It's not easy to say, but the Honshazi Shonen is a tricky one. I'm going to do another video actually to help us to learn the Honshazi Shonen, because it isn't as bad as we all think. We make it worse than it is, but yes, it's quite a long one. And I can't talk and do it at the same time. So there we go, done that. And I'm going to now bring in the chokure again, to bring in some power and force and real masculine energy. I'm going to bring in the Seheki, which is, I believe, the divine feminine of the signs. And obviously the chokure, I love to bring in many chokures because I feel the chokure does so much. It's like a protective symbol. It's like an on-off switch. It sandwiches anything that we're doing. It's like a bubble of protection, a warm blanket around you. It's like that father figure. I just love the chokure. I like the feeling of the chokure. So I imagine all these symbols flowing around. But the main one that I would use would be the master symbol. And for many people that I work with, they use the master symbol instead of all these symbols that I've talked about. So, you don't have to use any of the ones I've just talked about. You can just use your master symbol if you have been attuned as a master. So the master symbol is beautiful. Using that now, the Daikomyo. And of course, I teach the traditional Usui Reiki. There are many other symbols that you might have learned in your teaching, which are absolutely fine. Use those. Anything that seems to work for you or as an extra or that would be relevant for this particular work that you're doing now here. So photographs are really great. If you're working with somebody else, you could have their photo and you could pop the photo in the box. I know not many people have small photos, but you could maybe find a small photo. But I suppose really notes are the easiest way to work with a box, and if you can be as specific as possible, then that's best. So if you're thinking about another person's dates of birth, addresses, what's really wrong with that person and where are they in the world, be really specific. If they are in another country, whereabouts, if they're in a street, what number, that sort of thing. Manifesting, if you're manifesting and you're wishing for something, really act as though you already have it. So I've done videos on manifesting, and that's probably a whole different video, but really feel as though you've already got it. That's the key to manifesting. If you're wanting that jumper, it's yours. You're wearing it. You're seeing yourself walking down the street and you're feeling really good wearing it. What color is it? How does it feel? Oh, I feel amazing wearing this jumper. Really embody it, and you have it already. You can smell it, you can feel the texture of it. That's what manifesting is about. It starts as a thought, a feeling, then it becomes a reality in your mind. Writing it down on a piece of paper then gets you making it reality, folding it up, and doing all this work that we're putting into it by calling upon our angels, using our crystals. If you've got a crystal that you really feel strongly about, then bring in a crystal, fill it up with Reiki, fill it up with your intention. Almost put it with your piece of paper and pop it in your box for safekeeping. So I would then put in anything that I feel would help me. You could collect a feather. You could have a lucky charm. You could have maybe an aura spray or a scent or an essential oil, and sprinkle or spray that around you. But however you're working with your Reiki box, just have a lovely time, and make it, light a candle and have a nice time with your Reiki box. It's your special moment to make reality happen. That's what you're doing. It's like a vision board. Lots of people work with vision boards. You're creating. You are a creator. You don't realize your power, but you are creating. And then you're just going to place it somewhere, maybe on the windowsill, maybe somewhere where you're going to see it and remember it. And every time you walk past it, you can smile. You can send it more power. You can put, you can go out and pick some flowers. You can put it on your altar. Altars don't have to be religious places. They're just places where you enjoy, maybe on the mantelpiece or as next to your bed or next to a lovely picture that you like. You know, you can put things on top of your Reiki box. Yeah, put it somewhere that you will remember, and talk to it and ask how it's doing, and send it love, send it love, send it love, hold it dear to you, hold it close to you, and you can take the lid off of it and you can keep working with it as much as you want, really. But for me, I usually just literally have that moment, and it can be 5 minutes, you know, it could be 1 minute, it doesn't need to take any time at all, and put it to one side and quite often forget about it, really. And then a really lovely thing to do is to come back to your Reiki box, and I mean, I have had my Reiki box full to bursting before, where I've literally just been throwing things in over the weeks and sometimes the months, you know, and you just keep adding, keep adding, keep adding. And then, you know, you can then obviously send Reiki to the box, and you don't even have to be holding the box or having any contact with the box. You could be lying in bed, you could be in another country, you could be at work, and you could be extending yourself Reiki, or just a moment whilst you're just having a pause in the day, some love to your Reiki box, and your Reiki box is picking up on that, you know, it's feeling the love, and that's growing. You come back to the Reiki box at a later date and you open it up as though, oh, what's this? I don't remember what this is all about. And you, oh, it's like Christmas. Gosh, oh, look, I've got all sorts of magical things in here. What are they? And you open up your little notes. Oh, and you remember them, and you read them to yourself, and you think, oh my goodness, how adorable. Well, that's done. And you can almost literally go through and yeah, that's done. Wow, we did that. That's manifested. Tick, done that. Oh, yes, that was relevant, but that's changed slightly. So I'm going to take that out, and then we'll work with that again another day. So yeah, it's a constant reassessing, adding, taking away. Have fun with your Reiki box. I hope that's helped. I will come back to that, and I will add more videos about manifesting, because that's just one tool, the Reiki box. There's many ways of helping yourself, and I know it's really important out there now. People are very excited about manifesting. But yes, the Reiki box, as I say, that was brought up by a student of mine who said it was very useful for her self-healing. So please use it alongside your Reiki self-treatments for yourself. Love to you all. Bye-bye. See you soon. Bye-bye.